Hi, welcome to Learning Monkey. I am Raghu here. In this class, we will discuss about k-means clustering implementation on Amazon mobile dataset. In our previous classes, we clearly discussed about what's k-means clustering, what's k-means plus, knee or elbow method, Silhouette method for identifying the best k value. So please follow our playlist from the beginning so that you will have a better understanding of the complete machine learning language. The link for the playlist is provided in the description below. Coming to the implementation part, in our previous classes, we already discussed about what's Amazon mobile dataset and how to do data cleaning and data pre-processing on Amazon mobile dataset. We are in an assumption that you already watched all those classes. Based on that assumption, we are moving to the implementation part. The link to download this coding document and data document is provided in the description below. So this is our implementation. The first 5 blocks of the code belongs to data cleaning and data pre-processing. Here we are taking our data from Amazon mobile data unclean.csv file and we are applying data cleaning and data pre-processing techniques. After data cleaning and data pre-processing, we converted our cleaned data into a new file called Amazon mobile data clean.csv. We considered here the Amazon mobile data. From the cleaned data, we are taking only 5000 records because it will take a lot of time for execution. Based on your random access memory capabilities, you can choose any number of data records. We are having 70,000 data records in our Amazon mobile data set. We are taking only 5000 data records. We are splitting it into training and testing data sets. Here in the k-means clustering, it is an unsupervised learning model, so that we need only the input part. There is no need of output part. So we consider only the input part here and we apply k-means clustering on the input values. Now we converted our cleaned data into bag of words. Converting into bag of words, then we apply k-means clustering. Coming to the implementation, for implementation we use k-means class. It is there in sklearn package, sklearn.cluster package. We are having k-means class. Now let's just take a look at the k-means class so that you will understand better how to apply k-means clustering. In the k-means clustering class, k-means class, we are having a variable called n_clusters is equal to 8. By default, it is the 8 value. What's this n_clusters means? How many clusters we have to divide into, means it's a k value. If k is equal to 2, n_clusters is equal to 2, it will divide it into 2 clusters. If it is 5 clusters, like that. By default it will stay as 8. We use this for identifying the best k value. We will give different k values, means n_cluster values, and identify the best k value by using knee or elbow method or Silhouette method. Next one is init is equal to k-means plus. Init means initialization centroids. We have to initialize our centroids. We can choose random method or k-means plus. The best one is k-means plus. By default it will have k-means plus. So we are leaving it to the default value k-means plus. It is using k-means plus initialization technique. Next one we take here is max_iterations. First we will initialize the centroids, then the centroids will get adjusted until convergence. So how many iterations it has to take, how many iterations it has to go on, that is the value max_iterations is equal to. By default it will have 300 value. So we are taking the default value here. Next one which we use here is the inertia value. K-means clustering will calculate the inertia value, that is sum of squared distance of samples to their closest clustered center. So this is the value which we calculate in knee or elbow method. We use this value for identifying the best k value in knee or elbow method. For that purpose we will use the inertia underscore value, which is automatically generated by our k-means class. Next, coming to the methods which we use here is fit method is used in order to fit the k-means clustering to the given data set, and we use predict method also. What it will predict here is to which cluster our sample belongs to. If you are having some testing data, if the testing data belongs to, suppose take it as n_clusters is equal to 2, you generated k-means of 2 clusters. So to which cluster our testing data belongs to, whether it belongs to 0th cluster or first cluster, that is what predicted here. We use all these variables in our k-means clustering algorithm and implementation. Let's take a look at the implementation. Here we are taking the k-means and k-means of n underscore clusters is equal to I value. We are taking I ranges from 1 to 10. In this we have to identify the best k value using knee elbow method or Silhouette method. Now we will define we are developing the knee or elbow method. In the next block we will discuss about a Silhouette method. So we are fitting our data on our training data. Then we are using the inertia value. We are taking this inertia value and plotting the n underscore clusters value based on the n underscore clusters, means that is the k values. Based on the k value we are plotting the inertia value. See here we got this is the knee or elbow method. In this we have to identify the best k value. At what point we have to take the best k value? We have to take the best k value at whenever it starts gradually slowly decreasing the inertia value, means the k means whatever we calculating sum of squared distance value, at that point we have to consider. Here we had a confusion here, at k is equal to 2 or at k is equal to 3, which one we have to consider. So in some situations in knee or elbow method we will get this confusion, so that's why most of the time we use Silhouette method. But the best practice is, before going into the finalization of the best k value, better to take a look at both the methods and finally come to a conclusion. So in the next block we will discuss about a Silhouette method. Let's check the Silhouette method. In order to calculate the Silhouette scores, we will use a metric called Silhouette score. In sklearn.metrics we are having a Silhouette score class. We use that class for calculating the Silhouette score values, and we will check for which cluster values we are getting the maximum Silhouette score. That cluster is considered as the best k value. See here, now we apply k-means clustering on n underscore clusters is equal to clusters. So here we are taking 2 clusters, 3 clusters, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 clusters. These are the k values which we consider. On all those we are calculating the Silhouette score. In order to calculate the Silhouette score, we have to fit the model on our training data, and we have to calculate the predicted values also. Predicted values means our training data belongs to which cluster. So those predicted values are placed in our cluster underscore labels variable. We use this label, we use these values in our Silhouette score. We are giving the training data and to which cluster it belongs to, so that it will calculate the Silhouette score value. Take a look at the output. We are getting n underscore clusters is equal to 2. For 2 we are getting the highest Silhouette score. We use this as the best k value. Now we got the best k value at k is equal to 2. So we developed our model based on k is equal to 2, and we are taking the testing data and we are identifying predicting the testing data clustered values to which cluster it belongs to. In our testing data, the first point belongs to first cluster, second point belongs to first cluster, and the third point belongs to the 0th cluster. This is how we got the output. So this is all about implementation of k-means clustering and identifying the best k value. Hope you understand the concept. If you have any questions regarding the concept, please post your questions in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel and press bell icon for the latest updates. Thank you.